Hey everyone, welcome back to Warhammer 40,000 Gladius. It's been a very, very long time. People don't know this is actually one of the very first games that I ever streamed and then put videos up on my YouTube channel. Yeah, this is a game that I bought at full price when it came out, and then the DLCs came fast and furious and were very expensive, so I never really picked any of them up. But recently, a lot of them have gone down in price, so I picked up a few, the different factions. So I picked up the Craft World Eldari, I picked up the Tyranids, and Adeptus Mechanicus guys, and the Chaos Marines. So I have played around with the Craft World Eldar and had a lot of fun with them pretty recently, and thought that I would go ahead and record something when I mess around with the Tyranids. So we're going to do that. One thing I didn't really enjoy with the Craft World Eldar, was that the missions were insane. Like, it just spawned incredible, huge numbers of enemies to fight. So I may not really do much of the missions in this as we go through, but we're going to set up a new game. And we are going to play as the Tyranids. It does say initial challenge is hard, so that'll be interesting to see how it goes. So yeah, we've got the Mechanicus guys, Chaos Space Marines, as well, that I like to play around with. Alright, so what do we have? Food and ore are replaced by biomass. No energy, influences used for building maintenance. Cities are more restricted in size, but less penalized by quantity. Okay, so we want to have lots of small cities. Production buildings can reclaim units to regain biomass and production. Feed upon the planet, cities and malanthropes consume biomass and strip ground down to bedrock. Prey adaptation, by defeating and consuming enemies, Tyranids evolve better ways of beating them next time. Enemies defeated in the area of a malanthrope generate research points. Okay. Instinctive behavior. Units outside range of synapse creatures revert to their instinctive behavior until contact is reestablished. Whilst in range of a synapse link, units are immune to morale effects. Hive minds. Attention can be focused to temporarily override a unit's instinctive behavior. Poisoned weapons. Many weapons do additional damage against infantry units. Acidic blood, so we're just xenomorphs. Many monsters creatures cause melee attackers to take damage. They come from between the stars, a god of hunger made flesh to harvest the galaxy of life. Interesting. Alright, color-wise. Where's my color choice? There. I mean, I feel like purple kind of makes sense for Tyranids, sort of. They're generally purpley. I would like to see how the AI plays the Eldari, or Eldar. I think we'll go with kind of the same stuff I had last time. Who do we want to replace? I feel like the Marines did the least, kind of in the last one, so maybe we'll swap them out for the Eldar. So we'll do that. I do kind of want to change this color. We'll make you reddish. It's got to be a red. Alright, I'm curious how this is going to go. We'll see. One thing I'm curious about with these guys, how much stuff do they have that can target flyers? That's something I'm kind of interested in. A lot of melee stuff, some range things, but how good are they taking out flying stuff? Because there are a lot of flyers in this game. Of all the races in the 41st millennium, the Tyranid are the most alien. Each Tyranid is a living weapon, a creature perfectly designed to fulfill its role. Driven by the gestalt consciousness of the hive mind, the Tyranids overwhelm their prey with weight of numbers. Those that are not swept aside under a tide of razor-sharp claws and lethal bioweaponry fire are smashed asunder by gigantic alien monsters the size of battle tanks. So yeah, actually playing the Eldar kind of made me want to go back and play Relics of War, which was a really good old turn-based strategy game that lets you play as Eldar that would then improve as you use them.
In its isolation, Gladius Prime was an ideal research location. Here, the Adeptus Mechanicus Majus Biologus analyzed one of the greatest threats to the Imperium: the Tyranids. The defeat of High Fleet Kraken at Fagundia showed that science could defeat the horrors. The colony, Guard Outpost, and Space Marine Chapter were unwitting insurance. Defenses, in case the Tyranids ever escaped. When the day came, they weren't enough. Nothing was enough.
Look how happy he is. So anyway, Rights of War. In that game, like your Eldar, for example, your Guardians could level up to become Aspect Warriors. You could choose which aspect you wanted, and then as they leveled up as Aspect Warriors, they could then level up to whatever the higher level of that is. I can't remember. And then the your Harlequins were kind of your scouts, but they could level up to like Great Harlequins or Death Jesters. There's all these different ways you could level stuff up. It was really, really cool, getting level experience and stuff. All right, so we have a variety of things here. Necron Tomb, sure, whatever. Ruins of All, some Wireweed, smoothing drifts. All right, we are kind of up in the middle. Maybe we'll head more right. Let's take a look at our units. So we've got Termagants and a Malanthrope. So I'm assuming the Malanthrope's going to build the city for us. So Termagants, what do we have? 2 armor, 20 health, 3 movement. They have flesh borers, which look like they kind of suck. It's a brood nest for sharp-fanged borer beetles. When the weapon is fired, a frenzied borer beetle will hurtle itself forward with a single flick of its flea-like legs. The beetle then spends its remaining energy in a few seconds frantically boring through the armor, flesh, and bone of the first thing in its path. What do we have down here? Override instinctive behavior. So I'm assuming just if they're not connected to a synapse creature, they're just going to do weird stuff. I don't know what the range is. Subterranean assault. Tunnel from a Trigon's brood hive to another brood hive. Okay, wonder what's the range on this. Consume movement, consume action. How ironic it is that as fast as we spread progress and hope throughout the galaxy, the Tyranids spread death and despair. Only united can we hope to stand against them. Alright, let's take a look at our Malanthrope. Malanthrope, yes, you can build stuff. Found a city for us. You also have Consume Tile to create biomass. Toxic Miasma. So we make kind of a nasty area. Poisoned. Grasping Tail. Less attacks. Synapse Creature. This and adjacent units immunity to morale, fear, and instinctive behavior effects. Do we have to have them adjacent? That seems kind of odd. Shadow in the Warp. Reduces morale of adjacent enemy Psyker units each turn. Okay, cool. Alright, yes. What do we want as far as... We might want to scout a little bit here. We've got Wireweed, some kind of cliffs. Looks like it's a really... We might have a bit of a choke point here. I can't really get very far. Stupid Wireweed in the way here. Thinking we might want to settle on the other side, more in the corner. But we do have the Ruins of All here. Does give me a lot of research. Decent amount of biomass there, 20%. 20% there. 20% there. I do want to settle an area where we can cover every adjacent spot. Don't like all this Wireweed, though. It's down over this way. Okay, we've got a webway. Yeah, I'm not sure I like this position much. I mean, we could settle into this. So we could settle right in the middle and have a city expand here and maybe out. Or we could try to find something further away. I feel like the sooner we settle, the better. So maybe I'll just go ahead and do that. It's suggesting over here, it looks like. Why? Lots of research, decent amount of biomass around. Here, we've got... It looks like better biomass to me, honestly. We can only build 2 in the center. Same here, though. We'll have to clear some stuff either way. I feel like that's better, so I'm going to settle over here. I could be wrong. Anyway, so we have a Megafauna sac, so that's going to produce 80, along with some production. The cyst gives us a lot of production. Headquarter building that generates resources, so that's a population limit. The organizing organism of a Tyranid hive, the Norn cyst is always the first biostructure to be placed. The Malanthrop places the hive in a suitable location and tends its exponential growth as the hive manages and defends any connecting biostructures. When the hive's use is past, the Malanthrop strips the cyst's living connections and carries it to a new source of biomass. Oh, we can move around then. Maybe. The remaining redundant structure sloughs itself back off in the nearest reclamation pool. Soon the hive's completely gone. The sac. Nothing reflects the inhumanity of a hive more than the Megafauna sac. To human eyes, its smooth membranous dome is reminiscent of the design of a museum. However, when it tears itself asunder to reveal another giant biostructure pulsating and screaming in its birth throes, when that building is half dragged, half crawls its towering flesh into position, when the sac gums itself back together and ripper swarms consume its afterbirth, the human mind then sees it as truly alien. Yeah, that seems pretty odd. Alright, so we have reclaim units. Reclaim a Tyranid unit to gain biomass and production. So we have a biomass production, we've got research, node, a brood nest. We're going to want a brood nest ASAP. So this is full, but we need to grab another tile. So if we're going to do that, someplace that we can put 3 on is nice. Good amount of biomass here too. We might want to go for research super quick. We've got a couple 20% researches. I think we'll do that. Let's head out that way. Let's grab the Ruins of Vol. The Anvil of Vol. That's Ruins of Vol. Alright, so we did find a webway gate. We want to destroy all of those as soon as we can. So our production at the moment, we're getting some biomass, getting a little bit of research, a little bit of influence. So what I found, especially playing as the Eldar, was that the character units that I had were just way more useful than pretty much any other unit that I had initially early on, just destroying stuff. Everything else that I had was pretty weak, it felt like. I did like the way that a lot of the transports worked, with like transport dumping guys off. That was a nice thing for the Eldar, but trying to found cities only where there are webway gates, and they all got pretty, destroyed pretty quickly, so it was pretty limited. Let's look at our research, I think. So what do we have? It's going to be all this weird, creepy biological stuff. Alpha Ovipository. Build and produce heroes, all right, as well as generates biomass and increases loyalty. We've got jump infantry units. Hormagaunts, basic close combat infantry unit. Savage Approcents, reduce influence cost of overriding instinctive behavior. Reduce influence cost of reclamation. The Spider's Parlor. Enemy units in Tyranid cities take damage each turn. That's kind of cool. Yeah, I think... Let's go ahead and go for the Ovipository, I think. We'll work on that. May not be able to build anything anytime soon, but we can settle this pretty quickly. I don't have much else I can do. We saw all this stuff, so yeah, I know what Necron Tombs are. I know what the Ruins of Vol are. Wireweed. I kind of think Tyranids wouldn't be affected by Wireweed, but oh well. Got a little bit of research there. Yeah, let's go ahead and... Actually, I'm going to drop a save just at the beginning here. Alright, see what happens. Alright, we gotta be careful about the missions because it can summon all kinds of horrible, nasty stuff like I found with the Eldar. To Majus Xenologus Lexidium, report concerning the Divisio Biologis operations on Gladius Prime. With the Astra Militarum as Tech Priest liaisons to investigate the Circle Varnak facility on Gladius Prime, that is the successful experiment which had resulted in victory on Fecunda, some kind of missing data. When the storm stabilized, the planet was cut off. Fearing the worst, I made my way to the Genitor facility, but found it an empty ruin with no trace of servitors or tech priests. I returned empty-handed to the surviving Imperial forces. Soon reports came in, monsters, horrors, Tyranids. Yet the creatures were not coordinated swarms. They were isolated, running wild, easy prey for neophyte marines or veteran guardsmen. I dared to hope we could eliminate them quickly. That was short-lived. Knowing what I know now, the hive mind focused on the creations of mining Cydaps creatures, the warriors, tyrants, primes. So research the ovipository, construct it, produce a Tyranid prime. Well, we probably want to do that anyway. We just want to be careful about stuff that's going to start spawning nasty things. So yes. You're far away. Instinctive behavior. So you're losing morale because you're further away. Alright. So we do have to be careful about that. I would like to go destroy that. I would like to explore. So we can hang out next to this and be okay. I think we should be able to hang out in here and be okay too, I would think. Yeah, so as long as we're inside one of these. If we're adjacent to something that we hold, I wonder if that's good too. So we have to wander into the wireweed, which is going to suck because you're going to take some damage. And you're relatively slow. What's our range on this? I'm assuming it's 1. Yeah. Okay, we've got some Kroot hounds hanging out over there. Could go after them. I think we just want to start working on the webway gate, though. Let's just kind of wander up and look around. Something is here. Sororitas Holy Site. Okay, a little bit of damage. Nothing else I really need to mess with. I don't think we can do anything with these. Yeah. Alright, we might have Kroot hounds come eat us here. We'll see how that goes. I don't know what just happened. That didn't sound good. Camera didn't want to show me what happened. No, it was probably just the damage from the wireweed. Tip, instinctive behavior. So many Tyranid units will suffer from instinctive behavior while not in range of Synapse creatures or a Tyranid city. Termagants have instinctive behavior which causes them to lose morale each turn. You can use these units to override instinctive behavior abilities to temporarily fend off effects. Sure. Alright, so the ovipository. Did we... We're researching it at the moment. Did we get the research? It said like 5 turns. Anyway, building it produces heroes as well as generates biomass and increases loyalty. So while the Anthropia emerged solely from the Danthropums, long gestation sacs, the most complex Synapse creatures take even more of the hive mind's resources and crucially focus. Each tyrant, Tervagon, and prime requires careful design from the mind to give it the balance between total control and useful independence. The concentrated sensoria of the ovipository enable that focus. So it gives production, biomass, and loyalty. It's the trait. Birthing canals. Okay, less upkeep. Produce Tyranid primes. Produce Tervagons. Produce hive tyrants. I mean, who doesn't love a good hive tyrant? So... Did we get the terrain? Yeah, I guess we did. It's really hard to see, though. Like, I think there'd be some kind of thing showing that we grabbed the tile. You guys took some damage. Yeah, quite a bit, actually. It's Orkward fungus here. Okay, we've got a fermentation pole we could go grab, and they can sort of recover there later. I think here we just want to destroy... I wonder what happens when my morale completely goes down if we're not fighting. kind of got used to one of the things the Eldar can do would be to shoot and then move away, so I've got to readjust to be used to not doing that. Definitely want something, some kind of synapse creature that we can get going here. Alright, what are we going to do here? Actually, what was that? Set a rally point. Okay. Aren't I researching? Yeah, I was researching it. I would have sworn it said 5 turns, but I guess it just gave me the ability to research it and produce it. So, yeah, let's do that. We'll throw it over there. Then I'd also like a brood nest as well. We'll worry about that later. Research-wise, so it gave me that. Gargoyles, Hormagaunts. Reducing the cost might be good in the long time. Reduce influence cost of reclamation. Flyers, I think, could be nice. Let's go for some gargoyles. I'd like to play around with all the different units and check them out. We're not really off in the corner here. Kind of an odd map to start with. So at the moment, we're doing okay on our production of resources. Okay, morale's getting awfully low. I am going to need... No, you can destroy it. So you destroy it. So we got some morale for that. Okay, so killing stuff will also get us morale. So we don't have to worry quite as much. We definitely want to have synapse creatures running around with us. Let's go hide in the ruins and look around. I'm curious what that is. I don't think anybody was using that color. I could be wrong. Hopefully we're not really close to anybody. Let's grab the fermentation pool. So the fermentation pool's getting us some biomass and something else. What is that? So we can recover there for a bit. How about you guys just hold? Currently shaken. Damage reduction, healing rate. Yeah. Alright, we're fine, I think. And we're working on building that ovipository. Early turns fairly quick. Oh, Crit Hounds coming in. Multiple Crit Hounds coming in on us. That's not nice. We didn't get shots off on them, and we're sort of cut off. So they're going to hang out and heal up. It looks like, well, it might continue down. There might be a way around. If we're on an island, that's going to make defending this a little easier. We've got, I mean, choke points either way, but we might want to expand, of course. So this is a bit of an issue, I think. Well, let's just kill stuff. Start heading away a little bit. Wreck these guys up. Okay, killing stuff rallies us. Kind of keep our morale going a little bit. Oh, my poor little termagants. God, even the weak Crit Hound's taken out a few of them. I mean, I don't know what I should expect from termagants. You can't kill them, so yeah, just gun them down. you guys, let's try to run away. Got 3 more turns. Production must be awful. We'll have gargoyles researched here pretty quick. Gargoyles. Tyrannid attack is preceded by the beating of thousands of membranous wings as gargoyle broods descend upon the foe, blotting out the sun and spitting death from their flesh borers. Their winged maneuverability gives gargoyles a distinctive hunting advantage. Wherever Tyranids attack a planet, the defenders look fearfully to the skies, for they know that every skyborn shadow could be a flock of gargoyles about to attack. So they have some venom, blinding venom, and flesh borers. The same weapon that our termagants have. Blinding reduces accuracy of infantry or monstrous creatures. Okay. Let's take a look at our research. So we can move up. Actually, we've got a pretty big tier 2. Anything up here? Produces thropes and generates research. Produce ground-based monstrous creatures and generates biomass. Well, I mean, that sounds good. Increase population limit. We're going to need that sooner or later. Reduce influence upkeep of resource buildings. That's pretty helpful, I think. Synapse hero that spawns termagants. Also sounds good. Increase damage of melee weapons against infantry and monstrous creatures. And, of course, Tyranid warriors. Well, Tyranid warriors are pretty awesome in most other games. So I might want to go for that. I feel like reduced influence cost could be good. Is there anything basic we want to grab? At the moment, I think we're okay. I might want to, because these should, yeah, they're synapse creatures, so let's start working on the Tyranid warriors. I feel like that's a good way to keep our lesser units under control. You guys, let's get into the city to recover a bit. You guys are back to full. So let's check this out. Okay. So we do have a little bit of something here. Could do some damage. We could just back off as well. I think we're going to back off here. We'll sort of regroup and recover. Tyranid Prime. I wonder if that's... So I'm not super familiar with some of the more recent units and things that they've added or created for the Tyranids and some of the other factions. I played back in 2nd edition, so I'm more familiar with some of the older stuff. Things that were in like Warhammer 40,000 Battle Sector I would know fairly well, or some of the other games I might know. But yeah, there are probably some units that are like, what is that? I have no idea what that is. And we're good to go. These early turns going by super quick. Oh, that's not nice. How did you know to fly in there like that? Didn't even do that much damage to those guys. Okay, I think they ate my other termagants there that we're trying to recover. Do I have like a weapon in here or anything? I do. Range is 2. Alright. Not quite in range to do anything. I would like to have that back, please. So we'll stay in the ruins. So those are Vespids. Yeah, they killed my termagants. That's not nice. I mean, if you want to come closer, you can, but... So I hear the pitter-patter of little feet. Okay, we've got the ovipository. Good, 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 good. Nope, they just backed out. Alright, let's re-grab the fermentation pool. So in the city, ovipository. Now we've got another tip up here. Tyranid units in cities can be reclaimed to regain biomass and accelerate a building's production. Click Reclaim Unit to show each unit's reclaim value and select a target. Reclamation process is instantaneous and can be executed in parallel with production. Oh, so we could have like a bunch of cheap units and like eat them to increase the speed that we can produce other stuff. That's interesting, for sure. Early on, I think I want to keep these units, though. So it wants me to produce a prime eventually. We need a crap ton of influence, which we don't have. Okay. So I think the ideal thing, again, so this is producing a little bit of production, biomass, and loyalty. I think we want to have the ability just to produce basic units. So let's go ahead and get a brood nest going as well. And then this tile's got that research, so we might want to throw some research in there too. That might be some early stuff we want to do. But we'll worry about that later. So yeah, at the moment the only thing I could do would be to devour my termagants, which I don't really want to do. So we'll have them recover. Yeah, I can see reducing the cost of our city structures and stuff could definitely be useful here. Upkeep 3, upkeep 2. No upkeep there, because that's kind of the core. Yeah, alright. Okay, so you're back to full strength. No, you're not. Hang out for a turn to be at full strength. Alright, they're out here somewhere. Don't spot them. No, we've got another webway gate. There you are. Way down there. I don't remember them being that hurt before they left. Were they that hurt? Something else might have attacked them. That does have me a little concerned. You guys aren't back to full strength? You are. Let's just go there, just in case they try to swoop in and steal stuff from me. Yeah, they're recovering out there. A little surprised I can see them there, actually. Start heading on down that way. Oh, there's more of them. Alright. We'll see. May not want to make that hard of a push. Take a look. Cybernetica Datasmith? What the heck is that? Canticles of the Omnisci infantry unit that repairs Mechanicus units, reprograms Castellan robots, clears tiles, and founds new cities. What? What? This is just a neutral unit. Okay. I can't kill these guys. I figured we could finish them off. Not quite enough. Alright, we're 1 turn away from the warriors, and we've got 2 turns away from being able to build some units. If we had the influence, it would show me, I'm sure, that we could build something. Let's keep an eye down here. Running away. Tyranid warriors. Tyranid warriors are the most adaptable of all the hive mind's bioforms. They're creatures from the blackest of nightmares. Unstoppable killing machines with pulsing ichor for blood, needle-sharp teeth, and darkly gleaming eyes that reveal a terrible intelligence at work. Tyranid warrior stands twice the height of a man, its carapace protected by thick chitin. One might expect such a creature to be slow in its action, but Tyranid warrior is lithe, with reactions as swift as a whip. They do have the Devourers, got Talons, Flesh Hooks. Requires tech. Okay. They are extra armor, fast, increased melee damage, more biomass upkeep, toxin sacks, so they do some damage back, bulky, so we must have some kind of transport at some point. All right, research. I think what we want to do reduce upkeep cost of resource buildings, I think is what we want. Let's get that. Then all I have are my units. Oh, they totally disappeared. Look like they went that way, but if they can fly, they could probably jump across that. Don't like you hanging out down here, dude. Not a fan. We do have a Jakaro trader outpost here. It'd be nice to grab. I'm going to come over this side so we're all sort of together. Just do some damage. We are in a desert, so you're visible. The guys in the forest should be hidden. Oh, he's repairing the webway. That's interesting. And you've got a robot buddy. Well, I'm not a fan of that. These things are really nasty early on. I don't think I actually saw one of these in the last game I played when I was playing as the Eldar. I might want to just bail from this whole situation. I am not a fan of what we're looking at here. Oh, we've got nice little spiky stuff here. Look at that. Alright, so now we can make termagants, we can make gargoyles, and we can make Tyranid warriors. We've got a good amount of food coming in. I think what we want to do before I do anything else, since this tile has the 20% research bonus, let's get some research going. Get a research building thrown in there. Takes 7 turns to build warriors, 5 for gargoyles. Let's pump out a gargoyle, maybe. Yeah, they cost me 1.5. Tyranid warriors are double. Definitely worth it, though, I'm sure. Alright. Yeah, we might want to just get out of here. I don't like him hanging out and repairing stuff. I don't like that we seem to be sort of on a weird archipelago or weird little islands and stuff going on here. Let's run away. Hide in the forest. Until we have some other units, then we can kind of head out and explore a bit more, I think. Alright, guys. We're at full strength. No, you're a little hurt. Head in. Get our morale and stuff under control. Let's move up. Just want to keep an eye on things. You, let's go ahead and recover. In the city. Oh, we can actually start working on a Tyranid Prime. It is going to take quite a while. That is going to drop me to negative on my production of influence if I build him. So that is definitely a problem. So I think we want to hold off a bit. So I need some like an influence building probably next. So that produces 6. Yeah, we definitely want to get an influence building going. So we'll have to grab another tile once that's done, and then get an influence building before I bother building the Tyranid Prime. We can build basic units and stuff, though, instead. Tyranid Warrior might be a high priority so we can get a Synapse creature out quick. Okay, so we're all back to full strength. I mean, maybe... Whoa. It's being weird there. Maybe we could go exploring a different direction. I feel like going down here with those guys is a recipe for disaster. So we'll take a little bit of a peek out here. Oh, get some revenge on the Crude Hounds, maybe. Yeah, we're just gonna wait. Psych Noon somewhere. Oh, there they are. Oh, you're almost dead. I didn't even notice these guys. Yeah, something's beating these guys up. Close by. Yeah, I like how we get more and more stuff here. That's kind of cool. Okay, so research now coming in. Alright, so we want influence coming in. So we need a tile. Is there any influence? There is not. So let's just grab a tile we can put a couple things on. It's not a big deal. Let's get this closed off, I think. We'll grab that, then I'll put the influence building there. Scavenger adaptation is going to help us with the influence required for all the buildings and stuff too. You're still hanging out down there, aren't you? Let's see if I can kill you off. Not quite. Super close. Don't have the range to do anything else. Go hide in the city. Yeah, we've got to wait. I mean, I could push it, but I'm going to wait. Oh, you didn't go far enough. My other termagants will track you down. Alright. Scavenger adaptation. Hive mind typically maintains close control over its swarm, directing everything but unconscious actions. But by loosening that control, the smaller organisms can be allowed just enough agency to forage for themselves. Very nice. So now we're still only getting +3. Nope, we've got some gargoyles. Take a look at them in a moment. Research-wise, birthing canals, reduce influence upkeep of production buildings. Okay, that would be good. Coherence node, building increases loyalty, the flesh hooks, additional ranged weapons, hive tyrants. Yeah, I mean, the birthing canals might be good. We want to reduce that influence cost. I thought that's what this was doing. Influence upkeep. Influence upkeep. We have resource buildings, production buildings. Yeah, I'm not sure what the difference is there. Anything else we want to grab that's quick? Research is still pretty slow. I do want that eventually, the Spider's Parlor. I like that idea. So that comes from the ovipository. It's 10 turns, though, for this. Let's get... This is Thropes and Research, so let's grab that. Start working towards that. Speaking of which... So we're at 5, so our population's good. So we'll have that tile in a second. So that other research one, we could put that one that we're researching on, as well as some additional research. Gargoyles. Assuming everything's range 1, yeah. Subterranean assault. I gotta mess with that and see what that does. Well, let's track you down. Finish you off. We're the only bugs allowed on this planet. So because of how difficult some of the terrain is, I'm just going to kind of wander over this way. Just to kind of scout around, look around a little bit. Let's just head back in. Unfortunately, we've got all this wireweed here blocking our paths back and forth. I think we go ahead and work on a Tyranid warrior. I think that's worth it. And I want that influence building before I start working on a character. If we could come down and grab this, that would help too, but I think maybe once we've got the Tyranid warrior, we can go check things out and see how it's going. It's sort of a narrow path to get there, though. Okay, we got the tile. So we want the influence building. So we'll throw that in there. Once that's done, in 4 turns, then we'll start... Well, we don't have to wait till it's done. It's going to take you 7 turns. Yeah, I think that's fine. We could go ahead and start working on it. Because you only cost food, biomass. Yeah, we're alright. You guys fly. Why are you having such a hard time getting through here? I'm confused. Why do you have subterranean assault if you can fly? Yeah, I feel like these guys should be able to move across this without any trouble because they can fly. Yeah, just kind of looking to see if there's any info about their movement type or anything. Just, 3 movement, that's it. Odd. And yeah, it's weird that we don't have any info like negates movement penalty in forests and imperial ruins. Okay. But I feel like you should be able to avoid the wireweed, but you're going to take damage from the wireweed, which is unfortunate. It did say like jump infantry, so I guess they're sort of like, they're not necessarily flyers, but up and down. Can't get you into combat. Would like to scout a bit. Morale's tanking. I mean, might as well. Let's do some damage and bring the other termagants up. Do some damage to them before they can do it to me. Yeah, if we had like a Tyranid warrior or something here, would definitely help with this. Yep, there's my poor gargoyles getting killed by wireweed. Oh, taken off. Alright. So yeah, let's just come down here and we'll recover. Then we can do a bit of scouting. Oh, jump pack. Flies across obstacles. I didn't realize it was an action. Okay. 3-turn cooldown. Extra movement. And increased max. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. We could have jumped over that, I guess, then. So they're just a little weird. So the recalf leaf could snag. Let's go grab it. So we can recover our morale here. I think, by having this and being on it. We should have a connection to the synapse creatures, right? Maybe it's only if we're in the outpost. It doesn't seem like it's affecting them. So it might be adjacent to the city or in an outpost. Let's keep an eye on this. Yeah, I think we're still losing morale. Yeah, so these guys do count as instinctive behavior, whereas these guys are recovering. Alright. I'd like to scout around a bit more. Let's look around. Oh, found the Vespids. Not so nice. Sure don't do a lot of damage to these guys. They're even out in the open. We're in cover. Still not doing much. Okay, couple turns, we'll have the synapse node up. Gargoyles are still recovering. Not seeing anything down there, right? Yeah. Okay, you got beat up, so get back in there to recover. Guys. I don't really want to leave them all by themselves. But our accuracy is terrible, because we're just kind of breaking. So we'll start heading back. I know I can pay, but we have such little influence, I don't want to mess with it. So you guys, let's just hold and recover. Do the same here with you. Yeah, I can see how we're definitely going to be careful about like movement and placement for units as we go through here. Okay, so we got that going, so we're now getting a decent amount of influence coming in. If we want to build this, that's on a research. So if we grab that last research tile here, I'm going to do that. So we have some choices about placement. So just focus on research and maybe these, so we can have the thropes. You guys are still not fully recovered. Population's going up. Okay, I'll have a Tyranid warrior next turn. Very nice. Your morale is just absolutely destroyed. Okay, do I want to go jumping around? Nah, let's be a little careful. We knew there was stuff down here before, so I'm a bit nervous about exploring. You guys, we're going to skip and let you recover. Those other guys are healing up. Alright, the Adenthropum. Building that produces thropes during its research. Not all Tyranid creatures are equal. Whilst termagants and hormagaunts require little focus and unspecialized resources, the construction and gestation of more complex creatures can take more care. In isolated hives like that on Gladius, the diverse support creatures the Imperium calls Anthropia, Venomthropes, Zoanthropes, and Malanthropes all emerge from a specialized biostructure of gristly columns, podia, and caverns. So I think the Malanthrope is what we started with, so that's for building stuff. Zoanthropes, I think, were like psychic things. Venomthropes creating like toxic areas and stuff. So Zoanthropes, infantry with psychic capabilities. We count as Synapse. Yeah, Synapse infantry. The Venomthropes are regular infantry. Malanthropes. They're not warriors, usually encountered on a prey world's defenders. Instead, these floating creatures follow behind the Tyranid attack, typically created only after a prey world's protectors have been defeated and the swarm is in the process of devouring the planet's biomass. On those few occasions that a survivor has seen a Malanthrope and somehow escaped, they brought with them a tale of horror. Repeated seeing these giants drift across corpse-strewn battlefields, but unlike other Tyranids which mindlessly devour everything in their way, Malanthropes seem to selectively search through the slain. As to what they're searching for, none can say. It's creepy. Alright. Research. I do think birthing canals would be good. I do like the idea of ground-based monstrous creatures. I mean, that sounds awesome. Synapse creature that spawns termagants. Could reduce the cost to override the instinctive behavior. That might be something in the long run we're definitely going to want. It's relatively quick. Let's just knock that out. So grab the tile. We produce Tyranid warriors. Alright. Let's take a look at our Tyranid warriors. They're kind of looking the wrong direction. So they've got their scything talons. Their weapons are range 1. Alright. Not super fast. We've got some abilities. Synapse creature. This and adjacent units' immunity to morale, fear, and instinctive behavioral effects. Shadow in the War. Produce morale of adjacent enemy psyker units every turn. Very nice. Also subterranean assault. Alright. Take a look at them here. Yeah. Alright, looking. Hang out with you guys for the moment. Go ahead and just do some damage. Since they're liable to attack me here any moment. I don't see anything, which has me a bit nervous. I think we stay in the forest to stay hidden. Yeah, still not seeing. Like, I'm nervous about these guys being out here. The giant robot and stuff. Definitely don't want to be fighting that. Alright. Options. I feel like the warriors are our best option. Food is okay. So we can support them. I would like to get this, so that produces 4 research. Our regular research thing is 6. Yeah, let's get an Adenthropum going. And we'll work on another Tyranid warrior. I think I'm going to mainly just focus on Tyranid warriors. Alright, we got our prime. So we get 50 influence. Where they appeared, the Tyranid forces had direction, cohesion. I began to despair. Recover scattered units. We get a recovery package. So we have something down there, something over here, something over here. Probably will be a little while till we mess with that. Let's take a look at my big, beautiful hero. No, I can't really see you. You're looking the wrong way. Tyranid Prime. So you just have... You do have a gun, Death Spitter. And you have 2 bone swords. Bone swords are probably going to do way more damage. Let's see. Your Synapse Link. Very bulky hero. Synapse Creature, Shadow in the Warp, all that good stuff. What do we have for skills? Scourge of the Brood. Increased damage for a turn. Very good. Increase the Feel No Pain damage reduction for the turn after taking damage. Alpha Warrior, increased accuracy of all allied Tyranid warriors in range. So that's just a passive. That's passive. Special thing is 50% less armor. That's pretty good. Yeah, let's go with the damage reduction to start with. And you're a big, bulky, strong dude. A little slow here, moving around. Start heading out this direction. Go on the roads. Something's over there. We'll want to check out. Send my hero that way as well. Take a look at you. Yeah, just like a big Tyranid warrior. It's kind of what you look like. Let's just go ahead and shoot them. Yeah, so it's showing this here, so that's a cliff. So there's a height difference there. It's kind of what it's focusing on. It's the color. And I mean, it looks like it's clear, but I don't trust this at all. I'm going to stay in the forest. Nope, yeah, he's hiding out inside the Jacaro Trader encampment. And I could use this, like, definitely want to pick up some stuff for my characters here. So we probably want to send you down this way. Yeah, we might want to prioritize you going that way instead, actually. We could maybe help mop up this first and then come around with, like, the whole group. Or we can peel off and come down. I mean, I might as well attack, I guess. But I'm sort of hidden in the woods, so I think I'm going to skip, so maybe we can overwatch if anybody comes into us. Oh, is that the stuff around? Yeah, that robot's around. They shouldn't see me because I'm in the forest. Well, so much for that. They saw me. I guess we stand out, even though we're... Like, a flyer would stand out, but we're not really flyers. We're sort of jump infantry. Anyway, those guys disappeared up here somewhere. Start heading in. Yeah, you know what? Let's go around with you. Guys, let's jump out of the way here a bit. Okay, I didn't expect them to do that much damage to me, gotta say. So are these guys blinded now? Yes. Alright, cool. Don't see them. Don't want to go into the wireweed. Oh, we've got like a chaos temple out there. Interesting. Back at our city. Yeah, I think we're alright. Oh, more Vespid everywhere. Still alive. Barely. Run away. Character, you can't get through there. That's a bunch of crap. Figured we could move through, but I guess not. Disappointing. Very curious what's going on down here. You guys are a little banged up. Well, look at that. Got some Hormigons down here. Seems like they're like part of the neutral faction, though. Capturable. Okay. Maybe if I get my Synapse creatures next to them, we'll just take them. I'm going to have you go back to recover. I'm very disappointed I can't get through here, so we'll skip you. Well, we've got a Jakaro trader encampment there we can get some stuff from. Okay, you guys suck. Gonna kill off my gargoyles. Well, I'm just gonna eat you with my main guy then. Let my character destroy you guys. Maintaining control of its troops is a major concern for the hive mind and one it seeks to overcome by various adaptations, such as the Synapse creatures. Simple one is to reduce the natural savagery of its units when they run feral, so they require less psychic effort to bring back under control. Right. So, I kind of like the Brood Haunt here. Birthing Canals will save me a bit, but takes a long time. Gives me biomass. Actually, how close are we to maxing out my population? Pretty close, actually. We'll be maxed out in just a couple turns. So I might want to get that research done to increase my population. So the hibernation marsupia. Let's work on that. So we can just keep growing and growing and growing. Alright, time to get some XP by eating stuff. Just keep killing and killing and leveling up, and we'll see what we can do. The robot and the guy that can repair robots, though, that's a problem. Okay, looks like we can just grab them. Nice. Okay, so they are under our control. More Vespids. Let's grab this. We'll get shot a bit. Oh, those are Hormigons, not Termagants. Didn't even notice. 7 talons, scything talons. Nice. Light them up. Probably back off. Guys, yeah, just recover up there. Vespid look like they went kind of out that way somewhere. So we've got a unit there, another unit there. That's going to be hard to get to, actually. You know what? I'm just going to charge in here like a maniac. Took a tiny bit of damage. Surprised there's this many models up when their health bar is that low. Increases damage reduction of infantry units. Alright. Like to keep looking around. We do have some people banged up, though. Guys, let's hold till healed. These guys set. Explore a little bit. Got another shard of Vol there. Would like to destroy a bunch of these too. Alright. Oh, we've got our Adenotropum up. So we could throw some more research down. I feel like that's not bad. Only 0.5 influence upkeep is not terrible. So I don't think I can make at the moment is the Malanthropes. The rest we must have to research. Might want to expand and have another city out somewhere fairly quickly. How much do you cost? Not that much. 6 turns. Yeah, let's go ahead and go research where we have the bonus. And let's go ahead and work on a Malanthrope as well, because why not? Take a look down here, see what's going on. Yeah, we don't really like the robot down there, that's for sure. Without any upgraded gear, I'm not sure we can take these guys out. Not exactly a fan. We're good to go. Still recovering. Like Gene Stealers. Just more Hormigons. Let's grab the Shards of All. So we'll end up squeezing these guys. I am a little hurt. I'm gonna go ahead and move in here. Since I'm still in the forest, kind of okay. Do some damage there. Shoot me as well, not nice. Let's wipe you out. We got all kinds of crap showing up here. That's really, really unfortunate. He's kind of taken off, though. That's interesting. So, yeah, let's come in. We'll grab control of the Hormagaunts. I don't know if I can use them right away, though. Yeah, we can attack. Alright, yeah, kill them. Excellent. We've got a mobile holo projector. That's actually probably the best one of these we can find. Gives you extra HP. We could come up and do some shots to the enslavers. You could also hit the enslavers. I guess we'll do that because we can double team them. Not that I'm going to do a ton of damage. I'd like to grab this and get some stuff, but we can do that in a bit. Ah, the robot's there. Crap. Fine, I'll hit the robot, I guess. Thought he might be backing off. Should have known. I have to be careful we don't lose my character here. I'm just going to run on by with you. Oh, we've got more Tyranid warriors. Nice. Head down the short path over this direction. And I think I'm just going to leave you to guard that. In the city, what do we need to do? More Tyranid warriors, probably. Yeah, more Tyranid warriors. We'll need to get some biomass going here at some point, too. But I'll just focus on Tyranid warriors, I think, for a bit. I think that's a good place to stop. So we'll go ahead and end it here, and we'll kind of progress forward. We are kind of in a bit of a fight. These robots are really, really strong early on. The enslavers are just annoying. We are picking up some free units, which is nice. If we can get this mobile holo projector, that'll help. And capture this area, that would be good, and maybe then we can swing over and deal with this and take out the other webway gate. So we don't want the Eldar popping up randomly around and causing trouble for us. We want a big area clear of their influence. It's a very odd map, though, to start with here. Anyway, this has been Warhammer 40,000 Gladius, Relics of War, playing as the Tyranids. I've been Disturbing Puppet. Thanks for coming by. Hopefully I'll see you next time. Until then, have a good one.